with me today, as usual, is JS or John Senaya.
Or both.
Or both. And John, I would like you to talk a little bit about how public speaking actually helps you to increase your self-confidence and self-esteem.
It's very obvious when you see someone who knows his onions, even if it's not to do with public speaking, you see what he exudes, confidence. So the same rules apply. If you know what you're doing and you're confident about your speech skills, then you will deliver confidently.
In a situation where you have somebody who is scared, who is nervous, who is unsure, how are we actually going to get that person to believe in the first instance that they actually have something useful to say?
Most of the time, maybe 8 out of 10 times, those things that you worry about never happen. You may not fall on stage. Your script may not drop. The microphone may not go berserk.
You may not forget.
You may not forget your lines.
Say. Yes.
So why don't you leave those worries at the door? And if you're able to leave those worries at the door, then your confidence level immediately will go up.
Occasionally, you find people in a certain kind of situation. Let's say you have 3 groups of people. When you perform before group A, you're fine. You perform before group B, you're fine. But somehow or other, with group C, you just don't seem to be able to, in your own estimation, you don't seem to be able to make the grade. What makes you confident here and here, but
not there?
Not there.
There are different situations on different days at different times.
Sometimes you have a bad hair day.
Sometimes you have a bad hair day. And it may even be to the same group at different times, but with different results.
Okay.
Because you never know what may have influenced you or what may have touched you before that speaking engagement. So anything can happen. It may just be that your throat just goes dry, for no reason at all. Each situation is peculiar to itself. We have to take each situation on its own merit.
Okay.
Yes.
And then perhaps also that speaks to the need for us to be consistent in our performance. If your professionalism is determined by who you're talking to, or when you're talking, or where you're talking,
yes,
then it's going to be a bit difficult for you to maintain that the integrity of your performance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Each situation has to be handled, on its own merits.
On its own merit.
Yes.
What do you do to ensure that your confidence levels
goes back up?
Well, first of all, that you maintain your confidence level, and then secondly, if anything brings it down, how do you bring it back up again?
Yeah, I'm happy you are the one asking me this question, and I'll throw it back at you. If I gave you the bulletin to read, and there's some not too pleasant news about someone you're very close to, and you're asked to read it, what would you do? How would you read it?
Well,
would you remain broken as you were before entering the studio, or would you just take it and break down after the news?
It's funny that you should say this, because actually I found myself in that situation.
You did?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I did. There was a day that I had to read on air about the death of somebody
Who was
close
close to you.
Yes.
So, the point I'm trying to make is, as much as possible, you always tell me easier said, that I make it sound easy, but as much as possible, you have to divorce those emotions if it's an official job.
Finally, let me ask you this question. What is it about public speaking that actually boosts your self-confidence and self-esteem?
I'll swap public speaking for executive speech skills because there's a lot of therapy that you apply to yourself, to be able to boost your confidence, And a lot of it may even start way, way, way before the engagement. The way you prime and tune yourself, the research that you do, because knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
First, you must know the subject, and then you know your audience, and then your skills would do the rest for you.
So practice.
Yes, practice a lot of it.
Speak.
Yes.
The more you speak,
the more
you present, the more confident you become.
The more confident.
The more you boost your self-esteem.
It's like learning to ride a bicycle. Just keep at it. I've never known a defeatist attitude to win.
And it certainly will not win when it comes to speaking in public.
Yeah. So we're talking mindset.
We're back to this word.
We're going back to mindset.
Yeah.
Go up there with a proper mindset, and you'll pull through.
I think we can end this conversation there. Go up there with the proper mindset, and you will pull through.
Yeah.